Grow. Today we had a just introduction of what a balanced life means and what we mean by that and how to grow our life. We talked a little bit about mindset. Today we're going to talk about the 7 areas of your life. Now, if you popped on over into my group, Healthy, Wealthy, and Wise, you were able to grab a life balance assessment. So if you didn't grab that, pop on over there and get it. Again, the group is Healthy, Wealthy, and Wise, a faith-based journey to do more, give more, and serve more. All right. So each day we're having a video this week on balancing and grow your life challenge. And then you pop it in the group and you get the action steps and more goodness. Okay. All right. So yesterday I shared that the 7 areas of our life are fitness, finance, family, field, faith, friends, and fun. And so today we're just going to kind of dig in a little bit more about what that means and talk a little bit about evaluating those areas of our lives. Okay. So if you have questions, pop on in them. I can see them and we can chat about it. But all right, so let's kick this off with fitness. So when we say fitness, we're talking about all things health and wellness, including what we put in our body and on our body. Okay, this is where we're talking about weight loss, more energy, skin health, hair health. It doesn't matter if it has to do with your body. It has to do with how you feel, mentally, physically, spiritually. Mentally and physically. That's where it goes, is in the fitness category. All right. Then we come to finance. So finance is all things personal finance, income, debt, spending, saving, investing, giving. Anything to do with your money belongs in the finance category. Now, the interesting thing about fitness and finance, being the first 2 that we list out here, is those are the 2 categories that we focus a lot on in Healthy, Wealthy, and Wise. Because when you are strapped financially and you don't have the money to do things, or when you don't feel good and you're dealing with health issues, it limits how you can show up. It limits what you can do, what you can give, and how you can serve. So those are 2 things that we focus on big time in that group alongside of faith. All right. The third category is family. Now, family has to do with your time spent with loved ones. It includes your immediate family that you live with, includes your extended family, includes anything blood family, adopted family, foster family, anything to do with family. All right. Field, career. Now, this has to do with your career, your job, your aspirations. Now, also, if you're a stay-at-home mom, if you're a homeschooling mom, or if you're a student, all that also lands here in the field area. It's what you spend your time doing. All right. Then we jump down to faith. Faith is how you connect with your creator, right? It's your why. Why are you here? Your passion, your purpose, okay? So faith has to do with all of those things. Now, friends is where we look at the people in your life that make you smile. It's the ones that everything you have to do with social. It's getting together with others. It is hosting parties. It's girls' nights out. It's hanging with the guys. Whatever you're doing with your friends, that's what we're dealing with there. Now, fun. This is where you look at the things that you do that make you smile. These are things they could be little things that make you smile each and every day, because you should have fun every day. Or this could be the things that are on your bucket list. It could be the hobbies or the activities that you enjoy doing. These are the things that you do. If you had a day that you didn't have to do anything, fun would be the things that you choose to do, right? All right. So again, yesterday you downloaded that life assessment app. So today, if you haven't already completed it, you want to make sure you take that. And that'll be the first step in evaluating these areas of your life. Now, we talked about how it is not possible to perfectly balance your life 100%, right? But we can achieve balance in our life, in that none of our plates drop. And if you don't know what I'm talking about when I say none of our plates drop, go back and watch the video from yesterday. And I explain it there. So basically, all of these 7 areas of our life are plates that we're kind of keep spinning. All right. When you think about an area of your life, each area of your life, we talk about all the 7 areas that we just spoke about. I want you to take a minute and acknowledge where you're at right now in that area of your life. Be grateful and thankful. Okay. Acknowledge that and give that a moment. But then I want you to think about how it could be better. Okay. So we're going to acknowledge where we're at in each of those areas. Good morning. Good morning, Lois. Good to see you here live. All right. So as we go through and look at those 7 areas of our life, we're going to acknowledge where we're at, or be thankful and grateful for where the Lord has us in those areas. But then we're going to think how we can be better. Not in a how we can better because it's not in a negative way or a jealous way, but we're going to think about it in the way of a growth mindset of how we can continue on the journey of our journey in this life in each of those areas and how we can do better into becoming who God created us to be, right? So in each of those areas of our lives, the 7 areas: fitness, finance, family, field, faith, friends, and fun. What can we do to get a step closer to grow in that area, right? And to become who God created us to be, all right? Warning, we never want to compare ourselves to anyone else because our journeys are all different, all right? The only person, you'll hear me say this often, the only person you ever compare yourself to is yourself yesterday, okay? So the warning is don't compare yourself with others. And also in regards to, see, in regards to each of the area of life, as you sit there and contemplate and think about where you are in each of the areas, where your health is fitness wise, where your money is finance wise, where you are with your family, your field, your faith, your friends, and fun. When you sit there and think about where you are right now, I want you to make sure that you realize it is just where you are, okay? It is not who you are, and it does not dictate what you can do and how you can do it. Where you are is just where you are, all right? And this is a point in our whole timeline of our life, and the journey is to keep moving down that timeline. So don't get stuck and don't allow any of that to kind of anchor you there. And we'll get into those blockers a little bit more tomorrow. All right. So with that said, let me give you some examples of my own life. We talked about, sitting in that spot, thinking about where you are in each of these area lives, be grateful for where you are, and then think about where you can grow. All right. So some examples: fitness. I'm thankful that recently I had a thyroid. I have Hashimoto's, for those of you who don't know. So it's a thyroid issue. So I'm thankful that my last blood work came back, my scan came back good, and that I was able to reduce my medication yet again. So I'm thankful for that. Right. I'm thankful that I have certain supplements that I take every day that allows me to have more energy because thyroid affects so many things. But I would like to grow in the area of fitness I would love to lose a little bit more weight and get back down to where I used to be. Not all the way where I used to be, but just a little bit more. I would like to reduce the inflammation in my body that I feel, when I'm trying to go up the steps sometimes, right? And I know that I need to increase what I call my water and walk because those are two my areas that I don't always drink enough water and I don't always move my body enough. So I can see where I'm thankful at, then I can see areas that I want to grow in, right? Finance. I'm thankful that we're debt free except for our home. I'm thankful that I don't fight about money with my husband. But I would like to invest more. These are areas I like to grow, and I like to increase my streams of income. All right. So, family. I'm thankful to be married to my best friend. I'm thankful to have 2 good kids that I love more than life itself, right? But I would like to, in the area I would like to grow, I would like to be more intentional with the time that I spend with them. I would like to make sure that I have set time, especially, my children are 15 and 17. So I see that gap of them being at home and being kids closing. And I want to make sure that I set time aside to spend one-on-one with them. Okay. So field. I am thankful that I love what I do. As a financial coach, I'm able to talk with people every day, help people with money, which I love talking about, and ways to honor God and tying that all together. I'm thankful that I launched my faith based financial freedom revolution course this year, but there are still areas that I want to grow. I'm also thankful that I get to work from home. But I'd like to grow this year I want to write a book based on my course, and I want to look at more resources I can create to serve more people. All right. Faith. I'm thankful that I have Jesus, that he is my savior, right? I'm thankful that I have a church home. But areas I like to grow is I would like to identify a mission or a ministry that I want to dive all in and that I would like to support with my income and support more fully. Right now, we support various things, and 'cause I feel like I don't have one thing where I anchor home, and I would like to identify that. All right, we're writing this down. 2 more to go. Friends. I'm thankful for friends that encourage and support me. An area I'd like to grow is I would like to take time and schedule face-to-face time, especially through COVID. We've lost a lot of that. We talk on the phone, even maybe Zoom, but physical face-to-face time, that is an area that I would like to grow. So again, we're looking at each of these areas. being thankful for where we're at and looking for an area you can grow. Last but not least, fun. I'm thankful for the traveling that I get to do. I love spending time. For me, fun is traveling, reading a good book, and spending time with my family. So, in areas I could grow is for fun. One thing that I would like to do is this year, me and my husband will be married 20 years. I would like to travel someplace with my husband and stick my feet in white sand. So, and just using those as examples, just going down each of those 7 areas of life, being thankful for where we are, acknowledging where God has put us right now, even if it's not a great place, right? Because if you find yourself in a place of struggle or where you might even consider failure, it's not. It's a place of learning and a place of growing, and it's a springboard that He's going to use for a greater purpose. All right. So as you go through and evaluate each area of your life, you've got the assessment, but now I want you to take time and think about each of those areas and start in your assignment today. When you pop on into um, the group today, when you see what your checklist is for today, one of them is going to start looking at those areas that you want to grow, right? So, and then how you're going to do it. So start brain dumping, brainstorming what you want your life to look like. I just gave you a real brief piece of each of those, but don't let that fool you. I have at least one full page of each of those areas of me just kind of scribbling down ideas and thoughts of where I would like to be in that area, things I would like to do, see, people that I would like to connect with, and just you kind of just brainstorming and brain dumping we're creating a vision for your life, I guess is what we're trying to say. So a couple things I'd like for you to note is if you have fitness goals, I invite you to join my 90-day resets, building an attainable foundation of health. This Saturday, we are going to have a Q&A that I get to share all about that, how to get in it. Most of the information is going to be jam-packed in there for you for free. We're just asking for you. One of the things that we're looking at is supplementing our health, and that's it. You buy the supplements, you get in there, and everything else is free for you. And if you have finance goals, check out my faith-based financial freedom revolution. Again, these are 2 areas that I believe are very instrumental in us becoming a person who God created us to be, being able to do more, give more, and serve more. And of course, faith, because faith is interweaved into everything that I create. So if you have any questions, let me know. Pop on in the group, Healthy, Wealthy, and Wise, a faith-based journey to do more, give more, and serve more, and you'll get your today's list. And I will see you guys tomorrow on day 3 of the Balance and Grow Your Life Challenge, where we're going to talk about our blockers and how to eliminate them and what they are, and kind of understand a little bit. Because if you're like me, and even scripture talks about this of why do we do the things that we don't want to do and don't do the things that we do want to do? It's the blockers. And we'll talk about that tomorrow. I will see you guys then.